Et nous sommes en direct. Bonjour à tous. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second part of our virtual open house tonight. We are introducing our international programs today with Ulrike MAYRHOFER and Marc VALAX. Ulrike is the program director for the EMBA and Marc for the EDBA. Welcome to both of you. And
thank you very much indeed. Good evening to all of you.
Thank you.
So before we have a few questions, I would ask you to just say a few words about your programs and maybe introduce yourselves.
Okay, so hello, my name is Ulrike MAYRHOFER. I'm a professor of international business and the program director of the Executive MBA at IAENIS Graduate School of Management, Université Côte d'Azur. So the Executive MBA, it's a one-year program for professionals who aim to step up to higher management positions. Our objective is to provide the students with all the tools you need to develop your careers and also to achieve your ambitions. Our courses are on management practices, namely on strategy, human resources, marketing, information systems, international business, corporate social responsibility, leadership, project management. So we provide a full program in the different fields of management, and you will also have the opportunity to participate in a business game and prepare a research project in line with your professional activity. The program is entirely taught in English by international professors and practitioners who share their knowledge and expertise in very interactive seminars. And courses take place twice a month on Fridays and Saturdays. So we start at the beginning of October, and then the program runs, the courses run until the end of June, and then the research project is then defended in September. And our executive MBA is ranked 8th in France by Le Moussi, and applications will start on March 1st, and so we hope to hear from you very soon.
Thank you, Ulrike.
Okay, let's follow. My name is Marc. I'm a full professor as well in IAENIS, and I teach international human resources management. I'm very delighted to be there in order to introduce the diploma of Executive DBA. It's the highest diploma you could have in the university, and it's different from the PhD. So what you need to be concerned about, it's really applied research in this diploma. It's a 3-year program, and what you will do, and you will keep going on and going further with different areas in research, as far as you will have to write a DBA dissertation, and the role will be at the end of the 3rd year. So it's really step by step. And if you want desperately to go within this diploma, you need to be a very good student, to be highly motivated, because it's on Friday and Saturday, like the MBA, in order to follow the lessons. At the same time, you need to be really focused on research. If you don't fancy that, if you want to go only on everyday practices, it will not be this program. So if you have the desire to work with people across culture, because it's very mixed, we have a high diversity within people in this diploma, you could go on it, and the program is entirely taught in English. You will have a supervisor. It's an individual, so you will be shared, and you will share with them in order to go further with this action. And we are on mostly distance work, so it could be possible to follow as well from other locations. We have a high quality of the program, and we have desperately practicability and healthy climate. We are not here to fight each other. We are really here to support you and to go further with what you want to learn regarding it. I'm in human resources management, and I want to keep acting on that in order to maintain a nice atmosphere at work. This is the idea of the DBA, and the application form will be as well in March, so feel free just to apply, and you will have an individual interview to get on it.
Thank you, Marc. N'oubliez pas que vous pouvez également poser vos questions en français. Vos enseignants qui sont là pour vous ce soir peuvent répondre soit en français, soit en anglais.
Soit en espagnol, soit en allemand.
Aussi
on peut.
Ou en italien.
Ou en italien.
Et bien voilà, donc posez vos questions dans n'importe quelle langue. Je ne suis pas sûre de suivre dans les autres, mais en tout cas,
we could do it.
N'hésitez pas. Please ask away. Pour l'instant, nous n'avons pas de questions, donc peut-être que ce petit résumé que vous nous avez fait en anglais, vous pouvez peut-être le faire un petit peu en français pour que nos étudiants francophones puissent également suivre, même s'il faut avoir un bon niveau en anglais pour suivre ces deux formations. Je vous écoute, merci.
Vas-y.
Allez, j'y vais. Ok, allez, c'est reparti. Marc VALAX, je suis professeur des universités en gestion des ressources humaines et je dirige le programme de DBA depuis le 1er septembre 2020. Ce programme est un programme en 3 ans pour vous amener sur un diplôme universitaire de recherche appliquée où le but, c'est d'arriver à caractériser des situations avec un cadre théorique, un design de recherche et bien évidemment des implications managériales. Nous insistons sur ce fait d'implication managériale puisque vous n'êtes pas sur une dynamique de recherche fondamentale où vous interrogez des concepts. L'idée, c'est créer un groupe avec des workshops réguliers. Donc, vous aurez à la fois un soutien méthodologique, mais aussi toute une approche qui va être individualisée de réponse à des questions avec un superviseur. Donc, ça, c'est un rendez-vous individuel. Et en rendez-vous collectif, on organise des workshops dans la diversité, puisque chacun est dans des domaines différents, de nationalités différentes, de cultures différentes. Et le but, c'est d'arriver à créer une dynamique de groupe positive et vous amener, bien évidemment, vers ce diplôme. Ce programme est en 3 ans. Cours vendredi et samedi, une fois par mois, entièrement en anglais. Et le but, c'est d'arriver à réellement obtenir pour vous un meilleur emploi. Je pense que c'est l'idée d'un booster en termes de carrière. C'est pas seulement arriver à répondre à un plaisir personnel, mais c'est aussi arriver à se situer dans une dynamique de recherche. Et je cède la parole à ma collègue Ulrike sur le MBA.
Donc, je m'appelle Ulrike MAYRHOFER, je suis professeure des universités à l'IAE-Nice, Université Côte d'Azur. Mon domaine, c'est le champ de l'international business. Et l'Executive MBA est un programme sur 1 an qui est destiné à des professionnels qui aimeraient occuper des positions managériales dans les organisations. Et l'objectif, c'est vraiment de fournir les outils nécessaires à des dirigeants d'entreprise dans différents domaines d'activité, dans différents types d'entreprises. Et on offre un programme complet dans les différents domaines du management, en stratégie, en finance, en ressources humaines, en marketing, en système d'information, en management de projet, en leadership. Donc, c'est un cursus qui est complet, qui est destiné à des personnes qui ont soit déjà fait des études de management ou qui viennent d'autres champs, des ingénieurs, du domaine de la médecine, des juristes, des linguistes. C'est vraiment très ouvert. On n'a pas besoin d'avoir forcément des connaissances en management quand on débute le programme, mais il est nécessaire d'avoir au moins 3 ans d'expérience professionnelle. Et donc, c'est un programme qui vous permet de suivre votre activité professionnelle à plein temps. Et les cours ont lieu 2 fois par mois, le vendredi et le samedi. Et donc, on a aussi un jeu d'entreprise dans le programme. Les étudiants préparent aussi un projet de recherche en lien avec leur activité professionnelle. Et nos intervenants, nous avons beaucoup d'intervenants internationaux qui viennent d'Allemagne, d'Italie, des États-Unis, d'Australie, des professionnels également, et bien sûr aussi des professeurs de l'IAE, comme mon collègue Marc VALAX, qui intervient aussi dans l'Executive MBA. Et actuellement, dans les classements en France, nous sommes au 8e rang. Et on ouvre les candidatures le 1er mars, donc on espère bientôt recevoir vos candidatures.
Merci beaucoup. Une petite question, une petite précision. Alors, je vois qu'il y a pas mal de gens en direct et que nous avons des timides. Donc, n'hésitez pas à poser vos questions, encore une fois, en français ou en anglais. It doesn't matter. Vous avez également une certification à l'intérieur de votre programme. Michel Bosco n'est pas là ce soir. Peut-être vous pouvez en dire un petit mot.
Oui, tout à fait. On a aussi une option dans le cadre du programme. On offre la possibilité, on a un general track. Et puis ensuite, on offre aussi la possibilité, pour ceux qui le souhaitent, de se spécialiser dans le domaine de la sécurité, de la défense et de l'espace. Donc, ça s'appelle STS, Security, Defense and Space Industries. Et donc, ça, c'est au 2e semestre, une spécialisation pour ceux qui souhaitent s'orienter vers ce secteur d'activité ou qui travaillent déjà dans ce domaine d'activité.
Merci beaucoup. Nous avons notre première question, une question en français de la part de Georges. qui voudrait savoir s'il est possible d'accéder directement au DBA sans avoir une formation en gestion.
Alors, l'idée, c'est réussir. C'est pas accéder, c'est obtenir le diplôme derrière et que vous soyez en situation de confort. Alors, bien évidemment, si vous n'avez pas une formation de base en comptabilité, vous pouvez poursuivre. Vous n'avez pas une formation en finance, pas en marketing, pas en GRH, pas en système d'info. On peut y arriver. Toute la difficulté, c'est arriver à définir, bien évidemment, le cadre de votre sujet et surtout l'angle d'attaque, ça va être un diplôme en sciences de gestion. Donc là, il faut être clair, c'est quelle est l'appétence que vous avez, quelle est votre motivation, votre driving force, mais aussi vers quelle position vous souhaitez évoluer en termes de métier. Mais il n'y a pas d'exclusivité, on peut tout à fait accéder au diplôme avec des parcours. J'ai des étudiants ingénieurs sur des domaines connexes, par exemple. Je peux vous citer Morib, un étudiant qui est d'origine syrienne. Lui, il a une formation d'ingénieur à la base en informatique et nous l'amenons sur un test de DBA, un système d'info, de façon à le rapprocher d'un domaine connexe aux gestion. J'espère que ça répond à votre question, mais c'est tout à fait possible d'accéder à la condition, bien évidemment, de pouvoir s'inscrire dans un des champs des sciences de gestion.
Merci beaucoup. Peut-être que Georges peut préciser quelle est sa formation d'origine et à ce moment-là, on pourra adapter la question, la réponse par rapport à sa formation. Pas de questions pour le moment.
Georges, si je continue, en termes de démarche, l'idée c'est quoi? À partir du moment où on est sur un exécutif DBA, tous les mots sont importants. Donc, bien évidemment, c'est dans le cadre d'une formation qui est professionnalisante, donc vous amenez sur une dynamique de carrière, mais aussi arriver à intégrer des savoirs que vous allez pouvoir mobiliser et que vous allez pouvoir approfondir. Donc, si vous êtes vraiment grand débutant en sciences de gestion, ça risque d'être compliqué à un moment de pouvoir rattraper ce retard par rapport à d'autres candidats. De notre côté, c'est vrai qu'il y a des formations qui peuvent être connexes. Vous pouvez être diplômé de psychologie, de sociologie, d'ingénierie, de médecine, de droit, et on peut vous amener petit à petit vers cette dynamique. Mais c'est vrai que ça s'inscrit dans un processus et quel est le résultat attendu pour vous. Voilà, c'est ça qu'il nous faut arriver à clarifier. Après, je suis à votre disposition pour pouvoir répondre à toutes les questions là, lors du live, ou par la suite aussi, vous pouvez me contacter.
D'ailleurs, nous avons les liens vers les formations de nos deux enseignants respectifs dans la description. Donc, vous n'avez qu'à cliquer et vous aurez toutes les coordonnées. Il n'y aura aucun souci pour vous contacter. Merci beaucoup. Juste une question, puisque pour l'instant, nos viewers sont un peu timides. Quel genre d'étudiants sont les plus adaptés à vos formations respectives? Est-ce que les formations que vous accueillez sont multiples et variées, ou est-ce que vous voyez un profil relativement similaire à chaque fois?
Moi, je dirais qu'il y a une grande diversité.
Grande diversité.
Ce qui fait la richesse, parce que j'interviens aussi dans l'executive DBA, donc je connais les deux formations. Je crois que ce qui nous caractérise, c'est vraiment la diversité. Donc, c'est la diversité au niveau des nationalités. Dans chaque programme, on a généralement 7, 8, 10 nationalités différentes. Après, c'est aussi une diversité au niveau de l'âge. Par exemple, dans l'executive MBA, ça peut aller de 28, 30 ans jusqu'à 40, 50, 60. Donc, c'est vrai, et c'est très enrichissant. Et au niveau des backgrounds aussi, c'est-à-dire que nous avons parfois des anciens étudiants de l'IAE qui étaient dans un master il y a 10 ans, qui reviennent parce qu'ils souhaitent évoluer dans leur poste, dans leur organisation, leur entreprise. Nous avons des personnes qui ont un profil d'ingénieur, nous en avons d'autres qui ont plutôt fait des études en droit. Donc, c'est vraiment très, très varié. C'est-à-dire qu'on peut venir, il y en a qui viennent de domaines scientifiques, du domaine de la santé. Donc, je pense que ce qui fait la richesse des deux diplômes, c'est vraiment la diversité des profils et ça rend les séminaires très, très intéressants. C'est-à-dire que c'est vraiment très enrichissant. Vous allez apprendre des professeurs et des praticiens qui interviennent, mais aussi des autres. Parce que c'est des séminaires sur 2 jours. C'est certes très intense, mais ça passe très vite parce que c'est très interactif. Et c'est aussi un partage d'expérience.
L'autre idée aussi, c'est arriver à un moment, répondre à une logique collective, comme tu l'as dit, Ulrike, de dynamique de groupe, mais c'est aussi arriver à répondre à des demandes individuelles. Donc, nous avons chaque fois, que ce soit un MBA ou un DBA, des candidats qui ont des projets précis, qui veulent approfondir un thème en particulier. Donc, ça peut être du marketing B2C, ça peut être des contraintes aéroportuaires, quelles peuvent être la dynamique sur un aéroport, ça peut être la chaîne Al Jazeera, son repositionnement, ça peut être une politique de diversité à mettre en place au Ghana, ça peut être différentes approches. Et je pense que ce qui pourrait unifier ces formations, c'est pas une formation strictement contextualisée sur l'environnement de Nice. On est véritablement sur citoyens du monde et arriver à promouvoir des valeurs plutôt d'universalisme avec des contingences de recherche, des individus qui ont envie de se spécialiser. Mais pour autant, on n'est pas sur une approche localiste destinée à un marché d'emploi strictement local. On est beaucoup plus ouvert avec des vraies dynamiques profondes d'entreprise qui sont quelles sont les problématiques que nous avons actuellement dans un environnement volatile, complexe, incertain. Et nous, ce qu'on essaie de faire à travers le MBA et le DBA, c'est répondre dans ces dynamiques managériales et apporter des réponses. Voilà. Donc, en termes de profil, on essaie d'avoir des personnes bien évidemment motivées, flexibles, adaptables, qui ont envie d'apprendre et envie à un moment d'arriver aussi jusqu'à la rédaction de différents éléments pour pouvoir concrétiser une recherche et générer de nouvelles idées.
Merci beaucoup. Donc, c'est à retenir pour nos candidats ou nos futurs candidats derrière leur écran d'ordinateur de ne pas avoir peur parce qu'ils n'ont pas forcément un profil typique et de néanmoins procéder à la candidature. Tous les dossiers sont examinés. Tous les dossiers sont examinés.
Et puis, l'autre approche qu'il y a aussi, c'est on n'est pas en concurrence. Donc, on est véritablement, on travaille, tout d'abord, on se connaît très bien, on travaille en collaboration dans une atmosphère très pacifiée à l'IAE Nice. Et le but, c'est répondre. Et par rapport à la question de Georges, quelle est la différence entre le MAE et le DBA? Alors, le MAE, c'est justement destiné à avoir des connaissances de base dans les différents domaines de gestion, dans une perspective où on va vous mettre à niveau. Le DBA, c'est de l'approfondissement, donc c'est un niveau supérieur. Le MAE, c'est juste vous amener sur des connaissances et des catégories de pratiques. Le DBA, c'est de la recherche appliquée. Donc, ça va être véritablement approfondi de façon à pouvoir générer des nouvelles connaissances dans un environnement que vous allez approfondir pendant 3 ans. Donc, il vous faut cette passion pour votre sujet de recherche.
Je précise à Georges qu'un webinaire sur les MAE sera en ligne le 19 février. Toutes les informations sont sur le site de l'IAE, donc il peut très bien aller s'inscrire pour ce webinaire-là. We do have a question for both of you from Emma. Due to the current pandemic crisis, will the classes be delivered online or at the campus for your programs?
What do you think, Emma? We are well adapted. We are on the way. It will be online. But at the same time, we could be on blended learning. As far as you are not so far, you could have individual meeting at the university. We do have the authorization to get on that. Otherwise, it will be online in order to follow the lesson. And we are well adapted to this situation because we do teach all over the world with students from all over the world. So we are just jet lagged time to time, and we do have students. They follow lessons early in the morning or late in the evening, but at the same time, we are online and we have the computing support in order to get on it.
Yes, and we adapt to the situation and the regulations. So if it's possible to do the courses here in our nice building, so we have also a dedicated room. So there is one dedicated room for the executive MBA and one dedicated room for the executive DBA. So it's very nice classrooms, very big classroom. And so as soon as the situation allows it, the classes will take place here at the IAE building. So actually we adapt according to this.
We do adapt, and the pandemic will be over one day, and the airport of Nice is a very huge airport with high connection from all over the world. You could have flights every day or every week to get on it, and it's very convenient to get there. We are not so far away from different situations, and the location is great, really. You will enjoy even if you go by yourself, or you could join your partner, your family in order to get on it during this weekend program.
So actually we have a very nice atmosphere, whether it's online or it takes place at IAE. I would say in both courses we always have, and programs, we always have a nice atmosphere because it's also this diversity and it's very international programs.
And it's not our first job. Both of us, we have a long experience regarding how to manage a diploma and how to deal with different situations, different students, and different technology.
Well, I've seen the pictures of you and your students with online social gatherings.
Yes, we are also organizing virtual aperitifs. So usually we organize social events at IAE or somewhere in the town in Nice, but of course at the moment we're not allowed to. So we are having regular virtual aperitif where you all will also meet the different cohorts and the alumni. So we also have some alumni teaching in the executive MBA. So the idea, of course, is also to build and to grow your network.
Para los que no hablan inglés, lo que podemos decir es que, bueno, la pura vida existe dentro del diploma y actuamos de manera, somos profesores catedráticos, pero al mismo tiempo disfrutamos compartir con los estudiantes para pasarlo bien.
Gracias.
De nada, placer. Con mucho placer.
Zachary, it's an English question. So Zacharias, will there be any flexibility post-pandemic when classes will be delivered on-site to choose a couple of classes to be taken online through the year?
It's not dedicated. So what you have to understand is we have a specific program, but it's a menu. You can go and just select and to say, okay, I want to follow only this class on qualitative research and I don't care about quantitative and research design. This is not the point. As far as you want to go within the executive DBA, you will have to follow all the lessons. But it's only one weekend every month. So what you need to understand is you do have the timetable in order to organize yourself, and you will have to deal with a day off. It will be the Friday, and usually if you don't work the Saturday, it will be really convenient. But at the same time, we are on that. So sorry about that. You cannot follow only one lesson to pick it and to say, okay, this is done, I validate and I go on it. So usually you have to follow all the program in order to deal with that.
In the executive MBA, we have some flexibility because there is the possibility also to do the program in 2 years. So if you have very high professional commitments and because of course it's a very intensive year, you can also do it in 2 years and choose some classes in the first and then the other ones in the second year.
Thank you so much. We do have a question from Basil. He's from Lebanon and he wanted to get some information about the education visa. I don't know if you can help him.
Salam, shukran bezef. We are on the way, Basil. As far as you need to understand, you will be a student within the university, so we could help you in order to get the visa, in order to provide you with all this judicial framework and to sustain you. We do have many Lebanese students from the Middle East, Jordan, Lebanese as well. And what you need to understand, we are really here to support you and to help you in order to get on it. So no worries at all. We do have specific assistants in order to support you and to help you with that.
We do have a whole department to help you.
Yeah.
And we do have some Lebanese team members as well.
And we do speak some words in Arabic as well, so don't be scared.
Okay, no more questions. Please, ask away, people. Yep.
Emma, are you confident now? Do you want more details regarding the program?
Well, she thanks you, by the way.
Yeah, okay, so that's well done.
So your job has been done. Okay.
Maybe what we could say, just to give some relevant example,
Yeah, of
regarding
course.
what we have done within the diploma.
Yeah. And I think it's also important that these are professional degrees. So the idea is really to move forward in your professional careers. And so we have very good experience with our programs, with the alumni. So and there is really a good professional progression. And some of them, they get promoted in their companies, others change the job, or they look for something new. So the idea is really to provide you the best tools to advance in your careers.
If you love challenges, this is the idea, because it's really a challenge. If you want to get high, if you want to get more responsibility and to go further with that, both of these programs are designed for you. If you are really excited regarding it, you could go on it. If you lack of motivation and what you want, it's only a diploma, so sorry, it will not be designed for you, because the thing is, you will have homework to do and you have to write within the MBA or within the DBA, you will have to write an essay. So it's a long process and you have to deal with this responsibility.
Thank you so much. We have another question from Basil. Do we have to apply through Campus France because they are asking about French level? That's a good question. I have no idea.
Well, it depends on the country regulations,
Yeah.
but we also receive a lot of direct applications. So as soon as we have an application on our platform, we deal with it.
Yeah.
Marcel, the idea, what is it, is if you apply with Campus France, they will check the level in French. But both of these programs are generally taught in English. So what we have to say, just to go further regarding this different action, and we'll answer to you straight away. In other words, you could apply, but you could apply straight away. The website is designed in order to welcome students without the regulations of Campus France. So don't worry, you could apply straight away.
We receive applications from across the world, so. Especially
for both your degrees.
Yeah.
Obviously. Emma is feeling a bit reassured. She's reassured to know about the facilities that we are providing to follow the courses online, and maybe a possibility on site. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if the pandemic situation evolves.
What we love is to face students. This is our job. We are not only teleoperator in front of a screen in order to deliver knowledge about and current habits regarding research or MBA. We are on the way that everything is planned in order to go with a face-to-face situation. We could go on blended situation, face-to-face and e-learning, only some programs that will be delivered regarding just the technologies that we use, it's Teams or Zoom, in order to give the lesson, but we are used to go on that, and we will provide all the address in order to get on it. So don't be scared, it will be very convenient. You just have to click on the website and it will work very well.
Well, we do have some, all of the rooms actually are fully equipped with cameras, and you can actually attend the class online and actually participate as well.
Blended is possible. We don't have any difficulties in Ionis. We have dedicated room, as Ulrike said, so no worries at all. Don't be scared.
Emma is not scared anymore then.
No, we could say that. The idea as well is how to go within a diploma, because you have plenty of opportunities to select MBA, DBA, PhD, MAE, or all these programs. You need definitely to go in details what fits you, because the idea is a fitting, a matching session. All of you have different projects, different actions, and you fancy things. In order to get a high position, you have different ways to get on it. But in both diploma, you will have to work hard in order to get it. So it's really a program dedicated in order to get a better knowledge and to analyze things. So you need to describe, to understand, and to explain. So this is the idea of the research. But within the MBA as well, you need to go with relevant information, relevant context, and design as well in order to understand what you want to analyze. So definitely, you need to go on hard working and nice atmosphere. This is a good aspect that we have in both diplomas. You work hard and you do enjoy it. So no worries, when you do it with pleasure, it's really easier to get on it and to have this nice atmosphere with career oriented.
Yes, it's a very pleasant learning experience. It's very intensive, but the students, they enjoy it a lot. So it's a good experience. And the idea is really to move forward in your professional ambitions.
Thank you. We do have another question from Basil for the EMBA. I think we kind of answered that question, but he wants a bit more details on that. For the EMBA, are we going to attend physical classes or online classes?
Well, we wish to organize physical classes. So as soon as we can, we will try to be back to EAU, to our nice room, and interact in the classroom. But of course, given the pandemic, we need to be flexible and adapt.
And it's not about what we want, it's about what the government says as well.
But the day they say yes, we go straight away and we'll organize, we'll have lunch together. During the seminar, we do organize that and we could have a drink after the lesson. And the idea, what is it, is to boost you. In order to boost you, you need definitely to go on these different aspects. It's not only to integrate you, it's to boost you as well. And
yes, and we have an excellent team at IAE, so we have excellent professors, an excellent administrative team. So we are very happy about that, and everyone is giving the best according to the situation.
Yeah.
And you will not be more than 20 students. What you need to understand as well, it's a high quality because we have diversity, we have innovation as well. We try to do our best with the last technology and last knowledge about. But at the same time, you will not be so numerous. You will not be lost with the thing. And what we want is to share together in order to go on it. And regarding the workshop in the DBA, we are in teams in order to work together and to help you and to support you. So by the end, we do integrate you and you feel really a partner of IAE in order to get on it.
And we are really having small groups, so we are not taking 40 or 50 or more. So the idea is really to have small groups between 15 and 20 per cohort, so that we really have this interaction with the lecturers and the interaction between the students.
Do you agree that when you attend your classes, you are actually building your network due to the diversity of people you are going to meet?
It's at the same time, you create knowledge from your experience, and at the same time, you create a network. So we are on both aspects. So what we could say within the MBA or the DBA, it fits when people, they are really focused on learning by themselves in order to go further with their idea, their specific subject. They will be mixed with the other one, and they will discover that we could make connection between marketing and human resources management, between information system and strategy, between finance and other aspects in order to get a better knowledge. And what you need to understand is you will work until 67 or 70 years old. So it's better to have a network and to share together, because it's not only a 3-year program, it's for your life. Instead, an investment for your life and a long career.
And you will get access to the network of your program, but also of the other programs.
Yeah.
And to the EAE alumni network.
And you also have the opportunity to learn several languages as well. We do have a platform that you can use.
The most important is to get a better knowledge and to create knowledge regarding your experience. So within the MBA or the DBA, what we want to do is really to help you on that way in order to get a better career. This is the idea of career. We are career.
And it's really English programs, so you don't need to speak French. We have students who speak French. We also have French students, of course, in the program with international experience, but it's not necessary to be fluent in French because all courses are provided in English. But if you wish and you come to France, you of course also get the opportunity to learn French if you wish to do so.
And to have French friends.
Yeah, to be mixed.
Okay. Could you tell us what are the requirements for both your degrees, minimum ones? What are candidates supposed to be providing?
So for the executive MBA, you need to hold a bachelor's degree in any field, so it does not necessarily need to be in management, and you need to have at least 3 years work experience.
So regarding the DBA, you need to have more than 3 or 5 years of experience with high position in order to get on it, and to be able to check what is your former experience and to go further with creating knowledge about. So what we need to understand is you need to have quite an experience before in order to clearly describe, understand, and explain management tool or management practices in order to get on it. And what you need to understand as well is we are within the public sector, but it's very specific diploma. So we have this period, but at the same time, you will have fees to pay, and you will have to deal with an academic background before. So we check everything. we do go on that.
In fact, you need to provide the certificates of your degrees and of your professional experience for your application.
Regarding the English level,
Yeah.
we don't teach English, none of us. And what we try to get is to get an interview with you, and we will check your motivation and how do you explain it. So you need to be fluent to go on that, otherwise you will be lost. This is a big issue. It's not to be on Darwinism, it's just to help you to get the diploma in the best working conditions. So if you want to go on performance and satisfaction, you need to be quite fluent in English in order to follow the program.
Okay, do you need any certificate?
We do ask for that, but if you don't have it, we'll check during the interview process.
So we do not really provide, you do not really need to do a test or something. So we believe that if we have all the application is in English and the interview is in English, so that allows us to see whether you can follow a course or
So could you imagine when we
it's
have,
not very formalized in a way.
yeah, when we have students, they are export managers, international human resources management, they are fluent in English. It's really silly to ask them to have in the preterite sense. We are not on that. What we want is really to go with fluency and to be able to read, to explain, to make interviews, because you will have to deal if you go with a qualitative approach and to keep acting in English. So definitely you need to be good in English, not average, good or more than that.
But it's also an occasion to improve your English. I mean, if you're fluent in the language during the program, you will of course also improve your English because it's an English program.
Yeah, and
So it doesn't matter if you have never followed courses in English before.
what you need to understand is when you go deeper in a subject, you will discover some basic knowledge about, and you will use them, and it will make connection to other knowledge, and you will see your level of English will improve, even your fluency. As far as we have workshop, for example, you will improve all your time, all your vocabulary in order to get in it. And we are here to help you as well, to support you.
And you might even improve your French level.
Yeah, if you want, why not? In order to survive. But Nice is an international city as well, so
you do not need to speak French in here.
no, we do have students that are only in English, and they do follow that.
No, yeah, Nice is a very international school, so we have a lot of international students who do not speak French. It's not a problem.
You will get help from everyone here. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
Is it a long process? Because the thing is, time to time, we do have students, they just apply and then they say, I think it's not my time. So sorry about that, I'm very busy, I'm oriented towards my family, my career at the same time. We are open-minded. We could say, okay, you are accepted, but we need to postpone registering within the program because we say that we do understand it's a long process to be there. So really what you need to say, what I need to say is within the MBA or within the DBA, we are really oriented towards how to help you to get on the right position. If you don't do it next year, it could be within 2 years, but we could help you in order to clearly understand what is the process and what are the drawbacks at the same time. Because when you get within a diploma, what you need to understand is you will have to work on this subject and you will leave with this idea of getting a better position, working hard.
And if you're not so sure if you would like to apply for the MAE, for the EDBA, the EMBA, I mean, you can also apply for 2 or 3 programs and then get advice and go through the process and see that gives you a bit of time to really decide what's the best program that fits your profile.
We are within an open communication culture. So what you need to understand clearly is go straight away to the point, just saying, okay, my main concern is that one. What do you think? It's better to go within the MBA, within the DBA, within a PhD, or within other things, and we clearly help you in order to find your way, because you don't need to go with stress. This is the idea. we are here within a diploma that is designed for international students in order to help you and to boost you. So we are used to get on it. We have a long experience on this different action, and we are here to support and to help. So don't worry about that. And we have senior speakers, seminars. We have everything provided here. We have a library, online and on a face-to-face basis. So don't worry about that. Everything will be very clear. But we are quite relaxed regarding the atmosphere because we know we have good diplomas in order to help you on that.
It also depends on your professional objectives and what's your ambition.
We do have a question from George. Is it possible to follow at the same time MAE and DBA? It might be difficult.
No, the idea, George, we need to be very clear. If you go on a win-win relationship, it's better to select one and then to follow the other one. So maybe for you, as far as you want to discover how things are going on, it's better to start with MAE. So you will get on it, you will get a knowledge regarding what are the basic things you need to understand regarding marketing, information system, banking, accounting, finance, marketing, human resources management, and strategy, and supply chain. And you will select one of these areas in order to create knowledge about, and you will be within the DBA. So for you, as I said, it could be a long process, but you could deal with that if you want to get on it.
Well, sometimes we have students, they first, especially those that are not from the management field in their studies, sometimes they're doing the executive MBA and then they move on with the executive DBA. So that's also possible.
Yeah, because he said that he is not coming from the management.
Yeah, but no worries at all. No worries. Feel free to apply and we will help you if you get some ambiguity or conflicts. But to follow two programs at the same time, I don't think it will finish with a lost relationship.
You won't have time because you need to be committed and you need to study, prepare the courses, do assignments.
I don't think it's the right way.
So it's preferable to do one after the other.
If you really want to do both.
Because it's programs where you can work at the same time. So we have students, well, it happens occasionally, that who work and then they do the executive MBA while they work for 1 year, and then they continue with the work and go for the executive DBA, or they work for a few years and then come back.
You can pause. Can you actually stop at what moment if you do want to?
Now you can do the executive MBA, then gain more professional experience, and then go for the executive DBA.
But your question is if students are overstressed and overpanicked.
Within the program.
Yeah, could they have a break? We could arrange it. I do have Justine this year. She had a break regarding the program because she was overstressed regarding the job with specific activities. And we said, okay, let's go further, and it will be within 4 years. Okay. So we are flexible at the same time. If we are not survivors, we are here to find pleasure in order to go on the way. So don't be scared on that.
So in the executive MBA, we have maybe about 20-25% of the students who do the program in 2 years because of their professional commitments, or they want to do it in 1 year, and then after a few months they realize that they're not always available, and then they choose to do it in 2 years, and then that's perfectly fine.
Especially if they're far away.
The idea as well.
Not necessarily. It's also those who, if you have very high management positions, and then you see all the assignments and you have to do, and we also have students. I mean, it's on the weekends, so we have students who come from different parts of France and others who come from abroad.
My main question for you, it will be, what is your career logic? What do you expect? And then we'll try to help you in order to match with and to fit with that. So maybe one of the first questions before reading the booklet and the brochure is just to ask you, what do you want for your future? If you want to get a high position, feel free to go within our international diploma, but it's executive diploma. So you need to understand that you need to be an executive first and then to follow that, but it's it could be really hard for you if you don't have any career logic. If you don't know what to do and you think you could get within Directrice in order to have and to discover things, we could help you on that. But at the same time, this is not our target. Our target is to boost you and to turn you into a real partner of a company, a large one, multinational, non-government organization, or even public sector. We do have students from public sector, and they want to make research on this aspect.
Or from smaller companies or startups in the executive MBA, we also have entrepreneurs who want to gain more management knowledge to develop their company. So that's perfectly fine.
Unemployed as well. I forgot to say that. We do have students,
Diversity.
Diversity. But within a career, time to time, you need to have a break. And to be unemployed, it could help you time to time to rethink your career planning and to get on it.
And also, I mean, you especially with the COVID-19 pandemic, jobs are changing, companies are changing. So it's also an opportunity to go into a new direction.
Yeah. Another question from George, who's a bit scared about his English level. I said about English. Is it possible to improve our level during the training?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I mean, everyone will improve the English during, because you will be with native speakers from different parts of the world. But of course, if you're a bit scared not to have the level, you can also try and train yourself at the beginning of the courses so that you can catch up with the others.
Exactly. And at the same time, what I want to say, it's not so hard to learn vocabulary regarding one subject. If you go in supply chain, you will discover that you will learn every day new words regarding that, and it will strengthen your abilities and you will be more fluent. But at the same time, as far as you are not focused, it's like reading a dictionary. So we are on the way. What you need to be focused on your career, on your subject, and then you will go further. So don't be scared regarding the level of English. You need to go on it. At the same time, you will have the good dynamic in order to support you and your driving force. What is your motivation? If you want to get an international career, you will have the opportunity to be mixed with other one and to improve your English.
And it's also learning all the management vocabulary that you will then use in the companies and the organizations you're working for.
And it's not a language degree, it's a management degree.
Exactly. We are within a management degree. And what you need to understand as well is on everyday practices, you will make a connection between what you have earned regarding CCTV if you're in China or a Russian channel, or even if you're in the US or in Latin America or in Africa. You will discover that the vocabularies they use on these different broadcasts, we could make a link with what we say in management. For example, the crisis that we have within public hospital, we could analyze it regarding marketing, supply chain, human resources management perspective. But we will help you in order to get more vocabulary on this different action, but a better understanding as well. Because it's not only to use words, it's at the same time to go on sense making and collective sense making. For some of you, it will be a sense breaking as well, because you do use words and you don't know exactly what does it mean. Flexibility, for example, in human resources management, there are different definitions. We need to go with a different definition in order to understand clearly what's going on.
But the idea is really to gain also English proficiency, and that's highly valued by companies and organizations who are looking for trained managers who can work in English. So it's also part of the added value of our degrees.
Yeah, time to time it's really funny because we talk about democracy at work. For some students, democracy is a good point. For other ones, their opponents, they just say, no, democracy at work, it's a failure. We cannot go on that. And we will organize debate regarding what are the pros and cons regarding the different aspects. And by the end, you will improve your vocabulary as far as you want to get within the debate. So don't worry, you will improve it, George.
But also when you are actually working with people that are not native speakers, it's easier as well, don't you think?
It depends. We have different ways, because when we have native speakers, for them it's really easy to express, but at the same time they need to have the knowledge about the subject in order to check what do they want to say. And we do have other students, they have bright ideas, but they don't know how to say it. So we try to get a mix. So it's not so easy for native speakers, because time to time to write for them, it will be easier, but at the same time, they need to create knowledge about it.
It's really continuous learning,
Yeah.
I would say.
So don't worry, George. Would you like to say a word, maybe some piece of advice to our future students? Because if we don't have any more questions, we might as well end this session. And maybe you want to give advice to all of the people watching.
The key one is motivation. As far as you are motivated in order to get a career, to learn new things, to go deeper, I think the key point is motivation. So it's a driving force that you have, a need that you want to fulfill. At the same time, we are here as a partner to fulfill these needs and to help you. So I think the key point is motivation. We are not talking about the level, about things. It's really motivation in order to help you and to go on that.
Yes, motivation and your professional project. What would you like to achieve? What are your dreams? Or what kind of job would you like to have in your organization or company or in other companies? And then our degrees can really help you to move forward and to achieve your objectives.
So it is within themselves.
Yeah, it's within them, at the same time to accept a group dynamic, because by the end you will have other students and they will become friends. So we are within a strange relationship. We are supervisor, we are academics, but we will help you in order to create a peaceful atmosphere, but you need to be highly motivated. Because it's a long process. Within the MBA, it's stressful. Within the DBA as well, it could be stressful if you lack of motivation. Because time to time, you will feel desperate. But if you are highly motivated and you know exactly what you want, we are here to support you, and you get everything from administrative point of view to strategic point of view, or even career management. We could help you. We have a career department within IANIS in order to support you and to just get a better position.
And the more you're motivated, the more you will get out of the program.
So I think work motivation, and as well to be time to time to have a dream. To have a dream, because we do have some students, they say, until now I've been working on a specific area, but I would love to go in international banking and the stock exchange, and I don't know how to deal with that. So the idea is to help you step by step in order to define your project and to go within the MBA or within the DBA in order to reach your goal. This is the point, to reach your goal.
And both programs, they open a lot of doors. And it may not be necessarily the door or the orientation you're expecting.
So you might expect a surprise.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing as well, when you make interviews with people, and when you go with joining international companies, multinational, you will maybe change your dream and change your career planning. It will not be only to get a better position. It could be just to get balance, to find the right equilibrium between your family and your job, and to define a peaceful atmosphere in order to get on that. So we have different career logics. To travel as well. The pandemic will be over one day, and we'll get the opportunity to find again an international career planning in order to go on that. And we are used to work with Latin American, with Arabic people, with African ones, with Eastern Europe, with China, India. We do have students from all over the world, and they are keen on that in order to support. So we are well adapted on international atmosphere, even if the pandemic on, but we never stop. We are still on, we are fighter. So we keep fighting in order to keep giving the lessons. We never cancel any of our needs, so we are still on. Whatever could be the situation, we give and deliver lessons, and we have strong connection with students. We support you.
So there will be a lot of opportunities that you can seize during the programs.
Thank you so much to both of you.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to share with you. No worries, and feel free to call if you need further details. We are here for that.
And feel free to actually go on the website. Would you like to say le mot de la fin en français?
Merci beaucoup, ça fait un plaisir. Puis j'espère avoir pu répondre aux différentes logiques. Vous avez bien compris, c'est un travail d'équipe avec des spécificités sur le diplôme et nous n'hésiterons pas à vous orienter sur l'un des diplômes ou sur l'autre en tenant compte de vos logiques. On n'est pas du tout dans une étape commerciale, on est véritablement dans une logique d'apprentissage, de construction d'un parcours professionnel et de soutien à des personnes qui veulent avoir des carrières internationales.
Merci pour votre participation et on sera vraiment ravis de recevoir vos candidatures, de répondre à vos interrogations et on espère vous revoir bientôt.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous
Thank
deux.
you.
Au revoir.
Alors, c'était la dernière session des journées portes ouvertes de l'IAE, donc nous avons fini avec vous deux. N'oubliez pas d'aller sur le site internet de l'IAE pour avoir toutes les informations dont vous avez besoin. Et à très bientôt.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, merci.